Okay, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we will learn about what is L if, if, elif, and else statement in Python. But basically, why this if, and else statement, if and else statement? What is this if and else statement, right? Basically, this if statement is called a conditional statement, right? This is a conditional statement. After we learn if and else statement, there is a one more form within the Python it came up through is if, and else statement. Basically, this if you are heard about C language, this elif l elif is equal to if else together. Where we are using if and else differently in other languages, we are using if and else statement together, which creates elif. So basically, first we will learn about what is this else statement, right? If and else statement. So we will also see one project on that, on a basis that how it's gonna start, and how it will be running in our program. Okay, first we will see what this basically if statement is. A is equal to 1 if A is equal to 1. Okay, then it should print the value, which is, let's see, what should I print over here. A is equal to 1. Okay, this is nothing but cause you can say control statement. Okay, that control statement or a conditional statement. If you provide, if there is a condition that if A is equal to 1, then the print, or you can say statement within, and the print statement within the A is equal to 1. A is equal to 1. Okay, so we'll move further on that, and we will see how it's gonna happen. Let's see, let's try to run this, and it's invalid. Okay, the A should be equal to, and here A is equal to 1. As you can see, why this was running, why the invalid syntax came over here, because it was assigning value. Instead of assigning value, we need to use equal to values, because this is the one where we equate A equals to 1. Okay, so we move further. This was something we use for if statement. Now what if we try to use else statement? So B is equal to B. Else statement doesn't have any condition. Remember this thing, else statement doesn't have any condition. Else statement is been using because if the condition, or you can say condition within the if is not satisfied, then we need to run any other code if the condition is not satisfied. So the else statement is something which which will be coming other than the condition. Example, if A is not equal to 1, then what you will be printing, that A is not equal to 1. Okay, A is not equal to 1. Example, I take 8 here as 3. So as you know, can you predict this answer? So let's see. A is, here is coming, you can say on the Python console that A is not equal to 1. We'll move further and see what if we can use two if statements in one condition. If A is equal to 2, print A is what if A is equal to 2. Okay, if this is right, then this we will try to print. Let's see what is an answer. Let's say I print 2. So now the condition, the first if it is not satisfying, and it will not it will be satisfying second if. So let's see what it will print. Okay, A is equal to 2. What is this happening? Basically every time whenever this if statement is running, it is checking the condition. that whatever the condition after A is been, if I try to write that the syntax of if condition, syntax of if condition, syntax of if statement, okay. So A, that is syntax for if condition, if condition, and you can say a indentation for if condition. This is the indentation is really important in this condition. So if it will understand if it is the running which is with the indentation, it will show that the statement belongs, the statement within the if, it belongs to if statement. Okay, so here we'll move further and we move further and we will try to write. Okay, and this comes your statement is simply you can use any statements, you can use as many statements, or you can also call it, you can also call it as body of that. You can also call the body of the statement. This is how the if work. If you want use for if and else, then it works in this. It doesn't have any else, doesn't have any condition, but it has an indentation. Okay, and body and or statement, whichever you can call it as. Okay, this is a usage of if and else statement. Now we'll move further to see what this basically if and else statement. So I will be using, let's see, we will be writing one project on that. Okay, this is a project on a result calculation. Okay, here I used five subjects of a school times where English, math, science, social science and Hindi are the subject, and I am getting the marks. I will writing the marks. These are nothing but 67, 78, 56 are the marks out of the 100 whatever I'm getting. So what if I'm getting the average of this, which should be I'm using an average, which is nothing but my percentage of that all my subject I'm getting within the 100, right? So if I will be using if average is greater than 90, then it will print a grade A plus, and if the average is greater than 80, it will print grade A. If average 70, it's greater than B plus. L if average greater than 60, it will print grade B. L if the average is greater than 50, it will print C plus. L if the average 40, it will print grade C. So if within this marks, so if I am getting less than 40, whatever the marks, if I am getting less than 40, I will be considered as failed in class. Okay, so I used else statement. If you are still using elif statement, you need to start every time with the if statement as well. Whichever the flow control in are using in if statement, you always need to start with if. Okay, so let's try to run this. Let's see what the value I get. I get the value which is nothing but grade B. I get the value which is nothing but grade B. Why grade B? Because the value which is greater than 60, but it is not greater than 70. So it will give me the value grade B. So instead of this, what if I try to use if statement? What is the difference between if statements and elif statements? Let's try to see if statements. Okay, I try to run this. I am getting three values B, C, C plus plus C. So here, if the if condition will satisfy all the condition that which is greater than 60, greater than 50 and greater than 40, it will print all the value. But here in if here in if Okay, I will try to print this. Here in if you try to print all the values, if you try to go according the condition, it will stop at the condition which is been stopped. It if it is stopped, it will stop at first satisfied condition. This is an advantage. You can use an advantage of ellipse statement over the if and else statement. Okay, we got this. What is a this is a major thing about what is this ellipse statement we using for. Now this project can be make more versatile. You can use A, B, C, D grade instead of A plus B and C plus. It totally depends on you how you use it. This is a grade system which is we have used in a school times, in my school time. So I came up with this type of project. This is totally fine with you, fine with me. Even if you want any other, you can use as uh, in int input. Okay, and enter the input, enter the marks, or you can say just marks, English marks. Okay, and semicolon, and again I will delete this because now I'm making it dynamic. Okay, I'm trying to write here maths marks. Okay, now here it will be science marks. And here again it will be nothing but social science marks. And here it will be again marks for Hindi. Okay, now I made it more dynamic, so let's try to see this thing. That's some invalid syntax. Invalid syntax maths. What if I try to just wait a second, I just give it a bit try. As you understand, this is still enough. You can see I'm just getting a valid syntax. I need to do it, but you can use this input function for getting an int marks every time, and you can still use that. Let's see, I use math. I use this math over here. It's giving me an code invalid syntax. Okay, so I will be using this for input. Okay, you see I'm getting an error. I need to check it out first. So what's the error I'm getting? But you can use this input function. This is really reliable. Even this time, instead of just already static marks, I have used this dynamic mark system. So every time you will put an example, every time you put an whatever the value you get, whatever the marks you get, you will get the grade for that system. So this is how your result calculation is been done. So peace out. Thank you so much for listening me, and you will continue for the next time with the next new topic.